Relationships can be both beautiful and challenging. Unfortunately, some connections can turn toxic, leaving you feeling confused, hurt, and betrayed. When these kinds of relationships come to an end, it is essential to understand the distinction between a narcissistic discard and a breakup. Let's talk about the characteristics and dynamics that sets these two experiences apart, helping you to gain clarity and navigate the aftermath. So first, let's talk about the nature of a narcissistic discard. Narcissistic discard refers to the abrupt and heartless termination of a relationship by a narcissistic individual. So here's some key features that differentiate them from a regular breakup. A narcissistic discard will include devaluation, because narcissists often devalue you as a means of asserting their superiority and control. They may belittle you, criticize you, and undermine your self-esteem, leaving you feeling worthless and emotionally drained. A narcissistic discard will also lack empathy. Empathy is a fundamental aspect of a healthy relationship, but narcissists genuinely struggle with empathizing with others. And during a discard, they display utter disregard for your emotions, showing little to no empathy or remorse for their actions. A narcissistic discard will also include a lot of emotional manipulation. Narcissists excel at manipulation tactics, and discard is no exception. They use gaslighting, guilt tripping, playing mind games to distort your reality, your perception of reality, and they also want to keep you hooked into this toxic relationship. Another aspect of a narcissistic discard is idealization and devaluation cycle. So it's actually a cycle. So narcissistic relationships have a pattern that often follow idealization and devaluation in a cycle. And initially, the narcissist idealizes you, showering you with love, attention, and admiration. However, as the relationship progresses, they gradually shift to devaluing you, highlighting your flaws, and just withdrawing affection. A narcissistic discard also includes hoovering. So after they discard you, a narcissist may attempt to regain control over you through a technique called hoovering. And this involves trying to have intermittent contact, false promises of change, and manipulating your emotions to lure you back into the toxic dynamic. And so it's important to understand what characterizes a narcissistic discard so that you can differentiate it from a normal breakup. So now let's try to look at characteristics of a normal breakup. So in contrast to a narcissistic discard, a breakup typically occurs when both parties mutually agree to end the romantic relationship that they're involved in. And here are some key aspects that differentiate the breakup from a narcissistic discard. One is a shared decision for a healthy breakup where both partners contribute to the decision to end the relationship. It's based on honesty, communication, acknowledging fundamental differences, a mutual understanding that the relationship is no longer serving both your needs. And there are some breakups that are one-sided, where one partner wants to break up while the other person wants to keep trying. But if this is the case, then the breakup is usually done respectfully. Another characteristic of a breakup versus a discard is emotional processing. After a breakup, individuals experience a wide range of emotions such as sadness, grief, and loss. However, these feelings are typically tempered by a sense of closure, acceptance, allowing personal growth, and the ability to move forward. Very different from a discard when they come in hoover, So you actually get to have closure. Also, another aspect of a just proper breakup is respectful communication. In a breakup, both individuals communicate their needs and concerns, and they have empathy for each other, and they do it respectfully. You would strive for an amicable separation and closure, and you recognize the importance of maintaining compassion towards each other and dignity. And another aspect of a regular breakup is just healing and growth that comes with it. So a healthy breakup provides an opportunity for personal reflection and for self-discovery, and people learn from their past and their experiences, and it helps to redefine their goals and priorities. And so you work towards building a healthier relationship in the future. Distinguishing the difference between narcissistic discard and a breakup is crucial to understanding the dynamics and the impact of each of these experiences. While not every toxic breakup is a narcissistic discard, there is a difference between discard, a toxic breakup, and a healthy breakup. I just wanted to highlight the difference between a narcissistic discard and a healthy breakup. And you might have experienced those toxic breakups where it's more turbulent. But it's good to understand what a narcissistic discard is, because narcissistic discard is marked with manipulation, emotional abuse, lack of empathy, and they'll come back and try to reel you back into a cycle where they hoover you and bring you back in, and then it's a whole cycle of idealization, devaluation, emotional manipulation, and so on. And it's good for you to understand and contrast that with a healthy breakup, because it's typically characterized by mutual understanding, respect, and communication, and potential for growth and personal development. So if you find yourself in the aftermath of a narcissistic discard, it's important to prioritize your well-being and seek support from trusted individuals, and even consider professional help to recover from the emotional trauma. Remember, healing and rediscovering your self-worth is possible, and there are brighter days ahead.